Narcan saves lives. Narcan has saved my own life.
Everyone should be carrying Narcan. It reverses an opioid overdose.
It's easy to get. It's almost at any pharmacy. You don't have to be 18, and you don't need a prescription.
It is saving lives every single day.
Hello, my lean and lit lovelies. I'm Lindy, the host of your new favorite podcast, Get Lean and Lit with Lindy. We dive into strategies for how women over 40 can get and stay healthy, one habit at a time. Well, today is my inaugural podcast, and you may be asking yourself, there's so many podcasts out there. Why should I listen to Get Lean and Lit with Lindy? I'm going to tell you that because I'm going to give it my all and keep it 100% real. I'm going to base what I'm telling you on my lived experiences as an aging woman in society. Despite all the odds, I have strategically managed to stay lean and to definitely stay lit as I've navigated this crazy society that we all live in. That hasn't necessarily been kind to aging women. But we're not going to let that stop us. We don't, that's just what it is, but that's not going to define us. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have always had a passion for health, wellness, and fitness since I was a little kid. I used to play football with the boys on my street when I was little. I was the only girl out there. And you couldn't tell me nothing. I used to play football, basketball, roller skate, ride bikes. I was a big time tomboy growing up. And then when I got into high school, I played every sport known to man. I danced, I played volleyball, I played field hockey. And then I picked up running when I was in college. So I've done marathons, I've done Ragnar relays, I've done half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, you name it. So I've always had a passion for fitness. That's something that really has driven me over the years. My career was, I had a corporate career in marketing. And then when I retired from that, I got my personal training certification. I got my certification in nutrition, and I opened a small boutique personal training business where I worked with busy women, busy moms who wanted to get healthy, get lean, and get fit. Um, I am a wife of almost 30 years, and I am a mom to three adultish, I'll say ish, children. They're getting there. Still under my purview, but that probably will never change. So I understand what it takes to consistently put self-care first at the top of the list for the long haul. Because really, what it takes is what we're doing to get lean and lit and healthy. You have to do till you die. People don't like to hear that, but that's the truth. Whatever you're doing in a positive manner to get healthy and to stay healthy will continue until you have no more breath left. That's the nature of the beast. So, from my perspective, society will have you completely messed up when it comes to healthy aging, especially for women. It's a multi-billion-dollar fitness industry, and it'll have you jumping from diet to diet, from miracle drugs, in quotation marks, to surgery, to everything in between, all in search of the elusive size 2 body, which is not even necessarily an indication of being healthy. I recently watched the Netflix documentary for The Biggest Loser, and to me, it was so emblematic of how skewed and toxic our collective mentality is as a society around fitness and wellness. It really was quite tragic watching these people just almost kill themselves to get the weight off and then to have, it come right back on in short order. So clearly that's not the way to go about getting lean and staying healthy. So we're gonna talk about that kind of stuff. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, please don't get it twisted. 40% of US women are obese. That's not good. Some people remain obese because they say that they're embracing body positivity and kind of burying their heads in the sand, not really dealing with the issue at hand. So, I mean, we're going from one extreme to the other. I think you have to have balance and you have to have a happy medium in between where you can figure out how to get lean and stay there. So it's not an up and down roller coaster situation. So on my podcast, we're going to talk weekly. We're going to have candid conversations every single week about practical advice, real world advice for women 40 plus on nutrition, on fitness, on mindset, on all the things. And I'm going to leave you each week with an actionable challenge that you can do to improve your health. Because as I've learned over the years, you can't change everything at once. If you're in a deficit and you need to make some changes in your life to get toned, to lose weight, to do whatever it is that you want to do to get healthier, you can't do it all at once. It's not the best way to do it. Pick a habit, make sure that that's solidified in your life, and then move on to adding the next habit. So I want you guys to hang out with me. We're going to learn together. We're going to kiki for sure, because life is just too short to not really have the body and the lifestyle that you want and that you work for and that you deserve. So let me give you a little sprinkling of some topics that I'm going to be covering over time. Mindset is a big one for me, and that really is a foundation of everything. So I'm going to be talking about mindset, self-care, the importance of protein, for example, the role of healthy fats in your life, cooking at home versus always ordering out or eating out, the dangers of seed oils and fried foods, eating whole foods, why that's critical, moving your body daily, strength training, snacking, fasting, perimenopause, postmenopause, stress are just some of the things I'm going to cover. There's products out there for everything. So I feel like I've tried every product known to man that's health related. So I'm going to talk about my top products that I can't live without that have helped me along my health journey. I'm going to talk about one app that I use every single day that I highly recommend everybody use. The difference between fat loss and weight loss. There's so many different topics that we're going to talk about that will keep us going and entertained, I think. Pickleball, how it saved me, for example, is a good one, and many more. So, the one habit that I want to leave you with for this week centers around hydration. To me, this is one of the easiest habits to fix. If you're not drinking enough water, which most people are not, statistically, most people are not drinking enough water to maintain healthy digestion, the skin, keeping your joints lubricated. There's so many things that being hydrated fix. It's better sleep, for example. So if you're not drinking enough water today, this tip is going to help you get there. So this is what I do, and this is what I recommend people get to. It's not something you can do overnight. You can increase your water drinking habits slowly, but I think ultimately you got to set a target for yourself and stretch towards that target and build in consistency. That's critical. So this is what I do. And take from it what you will. If it works for you, great. If a kernel of something is in there for you that you can use to get better for yourself, great. So I drink 138 ounces of water every single day. And the reason I know and that I do that is because I track it. I use a 46-ounce Yeti tumbler with a chug cap specifically to track my water intake. So I have two of those. I take one every night before I go to bed, and I put in a little bit of Redmond sea salt. I put in a squeeze of lemon juice. I've done the bottle you can get from Costco, the big one, and I've done real lemons too. So whatever you have on hand, put some of that in there. So you have water and salt, which is an electrolyte. And I fill up my 46 ounces with filtered water, and I put that by my bedside every single night. and I've been doing this for years. When I get up in the morning, before my feet touch the ground, I drink that whole thing, the 46-ounce tumbler of water, period. And I'll be honest, some days I really don't feel like drinking that much water, but that's my habit now. That's what I do. And I know that it's good for me. So I'll drink my first 46 and then I'll get up and start my day. My second 46 is done right at the same time that my workout is done, which is usually by noon. So I'll divide it into, like, let's say I'm doing a bike ride, a Peloton ride, or, going to play pickleball or whatever. I'll make sure that all of that water is done when I'm done with that activity. My third 46-ounce is between lunch and dinner. So I try to be done by 6:00 p.m. so that I'm not up all night going to the bathroom, but I'll parse that out from lunch to dinner. And it's really not that hard when you think about it, because I keep busy. I'm either doing my daily walk or I'm running around cleaning the house or playing with the dog or whatever. So I'm going to need water between lunch and dinner. So that's my third 46-ounce. So you add 46 times 3 is 138. 128 ounces is a gallon. So I actually do a little bit more than a gallon of water a day. And like I said, I've been doing that for years. And it really has helped in every aspect of my health journey. So I encourage you to figure out where you are currently with your hydration and what you need to do to improve it and make it consistent and track it. That's critical. So if you get your certain ounce bottles, figure out what that is, and then make sure that you have those ready to go every single day. And when you wake up in the morning, before your feet touch the ground, have your first batch of water. That's guaranteed. That's a guaranteed winner right there. So that's the first tip offered to you today. So my lean and lit lovelies, that is it for now. Stay committed to improving your health one habit at a time. And until next week, remember to show immense gratitude for what you already have and look forward to what's to come with energy and with passion.
Hey, it's Shaletta. I'm here at Xfinity Mobile getting a new phone for my teenager. Great plans, reliable coverage, perfect for our family. Now my teen enjoys fast speeds to stay connected no matter where the day goes. Plus, get an extra line free for a year. Y'all better switch to Xfinity Mobile today.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.